So we're over here at the HP table, and they have a couple of things that are kind of refreshes of what they've previously released, but they have some interesting components to them. So one of the things I've seen a lot at the show is that we're finally seeing the new NVIDIA GPUs making their way into laptops, and they're getting thinner as well. So this is their Omen 15. So this one can start at around $1,000 with an i5 and a kind of a low-spec GPU. But then you can go up to a GTX 2070, RTX 2070, excuse me. And they have displays now that go up to 240 hertz. So you can get a 60 hertz display kind of on the base model, a 144 hertz display, or now a 240 hertz display because, hey, the graphics cards can handle that. So that's available as an option. This is their Omen Obelisk. And this is kind of a, assembled desktop computer, but everything in here is standard. So if you wanted to swap out the motherboard at a later time or put a new processor in, you can do that. I think it's pretty nicely laid out. The cable management doesn't look all that bad, although I think some people might not like some of the cables visible in the front there. And again, it's all industry standard, they're telling me, so if you're not yet ready to build your PC, but you might want to do something in the future, you can buy the kit complete and then later swap out the motherboard and make it your own once again. And then, of course, we have the, grab my tripod here, we have the $5,000 behemoth display here. This is their Omen display. This is the Imperium 65. It's got an integrated soundbar and an NVIDIA Shield built in. It's a 4K display. I believe it goes to 144 hertz. My friend Elias Saba, who's helping record today, mentioned that to me. But it's very expensive at $5,000, so I think it's going to have a very limited market. But it sure looks nice, doesn't it? And I think if you're a really hardcore gamer and you want a big 65-inch image, you can have it. We did see this last year at the show, pretty much in the same exact spot that we're in, but it never got released. But it looks like it's finally making its way out to the marketplace. It also supports G-Sync because it is an NVIDIA partnered product, so your PC should work pretty nicely with it. So this looks like any other pair of gaming headphones you might see, but what's neat about this one, they call this the Mindframe, and this is also by HP, is that it's got this cooling system built in, but it's not a fan. It kind of works like a heat pump and just kind of gets the heat transferred out of the headset. So it's hard to obviously feel this on video, but this section here, this is metal, and it's very, very cold to the touch because it's actively drawing the heat out of the headset. So if you got one of these things on for hours on end, your ears will not overheat, and they also won't get too cold either. Pretty neat idea. And I believe this costs anywhere from like $150 to $200. So HP has been making Chromebooks for a long time. This is their new Chromebook 14. It looks like many of the Chromebooks we've seen over the years. It's got a nice 14-inch touch display, as you can see here. But what's neat about it is that it is powered by an AMD CPU. Now, this is not a Ryzen chip. It's like an A4 or an A6 inside. But it starts at $269, so I think it should be competitive with some of the other Intel devices out there. And if Elias can zoom in real quick, we'll look at the I/O on this. So we've got USB Type-C right here, a full-size USB port. You've got your card slot over there. And if we flip around to the other side, you've got a second USB-C port and another full-size USB 3 port. Looks pretty nice for the price point. Again, $269 to get in the door with one of these, and I'll try to get one of these in for review in the near future. So here's another neat little product at the HP commercial table that we're looking at. This is their Elite One G5 all-in-one, and they have a new display technology on here that can basically turn on a privacy shield without having to have some piece of plastic hanging over it. So right now that shield is off. You can see, a typical IPS viewing angle. But I'm going to have my friend here flick a switch on the display, and you'll see now that you can't see anything on that display. And then if we get back center here, you can see it again. So many times if you are in a medical environment or something and you want to have your display not be visible to people that are hovering around you, you'd have to attach something to the display. This one has it built in. And the Elite display next to it also has that feature on it as well. So if you're in an office environment where you need this, you can turn that on and basically kill the side view there. It gets a little bit dimmer to the person looking at it, but not significantly so. But if you don't always need the privacy, you have the option to turn it on or off. And HP has this feature on some of their laptops as well. They're telling me this is now their 3rd generation technology, so you can actually adjust the level of privacy on the display as well. So it looks pretty cool. Something to check out if you're in an office where you don't want people peeping over your shoulder as to what you're doing on screen.
This channel is brought to you by the Lon.TV supporters, including gold level supporters Chris Allegretta, the Four Guys with Quarters podcast, Tom Albrecht, and Kalyan Kumar. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to Lon.TV/support to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit Lon.TV/S.